Right guys, let's talk reveal number 2. I've already opened the package and I didn't know what I wanted to wear or what I wanted to channel for today, but it is Friday, the 27th, 26th today, 26th of July, and I just opened my astronomy textbook that I just got. As you can see, I've got my astronomy layout here. But one thing I've recently got into, it's so weird when you do astronomy at GCSE and you go into physics and you go into the universe and solving equations and how this entire multiverse works for us. People go, oh, did you do astrology? I'm like, no, astronomy. But the funny thing is though, I've always believed in worlds of fate, or things happen for a reason. Everything is intertwined into karma zones and fate zones and circles that we just can't explain. Dark matter is things we just can't explain. So therefore, there are worlds beyond us, beyond our recognition. There is a belief and a faith in me, but I don't think the faith is the faith is not religion. The faith is other things that we can't see. And that's not religious for me, it's just believing, it's more spiritual. And so recently, I'm going through all my shit that I've been going through, I met someone who was really into tarot reading and tarot cards. So that's what's come through the post today, the other package. Now, I haven't learned everything about tarot yet. My sister actually, she was the astrologer, I was the astronomer, growing up in our household. And she always wanted to do her own things and stuff like that. But I've got my deck here, and funny enough, actually, it came today in the post, and it was quite cheap on Amazon. And also they're all holographic as well, so they're all reflective and shiny. And it came, and it was already been used. The package had already been opened. Someone hadn't already opened it, so therefore it's already a used deck. So it's probably why it was cheap. But the funny thing is, it's also in. If you see Queen of Wands here at the bottom, so the one that's scratched, the one that's scratched, and the bottom of it, it's in kanji. It's in I think it's Chinese. I think it's Mandarin. It's not Japanese. It's not Japanese, but it's all the same symbols. Because I learned Japanese when I was at university in America. Shout out Penn State. But the tarot thing's quite interesting actually, because I never believed in it, but I used to think it was all cockamamie and happenstance. But recently, I've really gotten into it because we're a friend of mine who got into it, and there was so much. I was going through really hard, tough times, and all my cards were coming up about waiting for things to happen, not fighting hard enough. It's all in your head. You just need to get through this and things like that. And I believe sometimes it's like just the way the cards they're meant to say that. It's a generalization. But sometimes when it comes to people who read tarot online, that's to do with love and romance. People who read tarot online, that's to do with lust and love and sex life and things like that. It's one thing. And then there's also people who do it for finance and careers. So therefore, they all have their deck of cards they have. They also have bonus decks, angel cards, relationship cards, advice cards, or finance cards. So therefore, they do a top deck as well at the same time. So their top deck is put there, and then they'll do a bottom deck, which is the tarot, and that will help to explain that. So I'm going to do a very quick spread for you now. This is my first ever spread that I've done, and because I don't know anything about what some cards mean or don't mean, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do one deck for me, I'm going to do one deck for Astro, and I'm going to see what comes up true for me and what comes up true for him. This is weird doing this, but it's kind of like, so I'm a water sign, I'm a Pisces. I was born March 9th. So water for me is cups. So you've got swords, cups, wands, and pentacles, coins. So water signs always come up more for me. And Astro being his birthday, September the 3rd? It's coming up. And that makes him, if he's in August, September, makes him a Virgo? But it's weird because the hood, it would be 1 year, 1 year old, but Astro is actually technically born in January, which makes him an Aquarius. It's really complicated. So we're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna do my ones first, and then we're gonna see what I do. And I learned this from my mum. In terms of where you do your little cut deck thing, and you just do that, and you do that, and you do that. And it's all like following the Queen and magician thing. But one thing my mum always used to do is the good old fashioned. If I can do this now, let's see if I can do this, because Ben did the cards the first time. Put it together. Oh, almost. Oh, yes, that's good. Okay, so people who do tarot online, they go, spirit guides, hear my call. They start chanting Gregorian music. Da, 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 da. But for me, I'm just going to go into, let's talk about August. So I'm going to do my daily readings for what? No, it's the daily readings for today. And usually it's just a simple spread of 3 cards. But I'll do a 5. I'll count it across, but only for 5 and not really for 2. So usually there's always a top card. Top card. That is Ace of Wands. Put that there for a minute. And so the numbers usually go. Some people do it differently. So we'll go. Okay. I don't know what that means. It's still very new. So we've got the wild card. So good. Some things come up that I get all the time, and other things are just generalization. So I will read. I know everything is facing me because I've not. You can get reverse cards, but there's a new deck, and I put everything in order, kind of like, and shuffled it up, and so therefore it's just everything should be facing me as I read it. So I'll just explain what I don't my notes or anything, because sometimes it's like the issue, the number 1, the challenge, that problems, issues, and things. I'm just gonna. I don't know enough yet. I really don't know enough yet. So these are major arcana. So I've only got apart from the Ace of Cups, which is a good card for me. I usually get Ace of Cups, which is water sign, which is good. So the world card means an assured success, route, voyage, emigration, flight, change of place. Yeah. So basically, the world is, well, right now the world is the Astro-Labe, which is behind me. And that obviously is referring to the current issue or the current thing about moving out of here in the next few weeks to a month. And that wild card represents probably this place. So we're going to talk about the accommodation, where I live right now, what I'm doing right now. So this is basically what it represents. So the Justice card is number 2. So what is the challenge that I've got for me? The Justice card is number 11, so just after Wheel of Fortune. So equity, rightness, probity, and executive. So that's Justice card. So that's the challenge, and then we're going to go into something that everyone fears: the Death card. But the Death card is never what you think it means. It means something different. So death in this circumstance is end or mortality, destruction, corruption. So the Death card for me then, so justices mean it's the world being the Astro-Labe behind me. Justice means that it's going to be a chapter that's coming to an end, and there's going to be a good outcome from it. Justice will be served. Basically, something is going to happen which is going to mean that whatever this building or this room has done for me, it's going to play out its story. And Death card means the end. It's the end of this chapter, in a way. Hopes and fears, or things that are going to be passed from it. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is quite a good one for me, and actually is a very, very good card. And I can't remember what it means now. Ace of Cups then becomes the waters are beneath, upon which are water lilies. Okay, so obviously that's so. Yeah, so certain cards you look at it, and sometimes you have to ask person, what do you see in the cards? Like here, there's a hand holding up the cup. The W for water, and then underneath you've got leaf hands here. So sometimes when you're reading a card, reading for something else, someone else, you go, what does that card look like to you? The hand issues from the clouds, holding its palm. So it means a true heart, joy, contentment, abode, nourishment, abundance, fertility, holy table, felicity. Luck. I had to use a bit of Harry Potter there, Felix Felicis. And then the outcome is going to be the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is, in terms of that, wisdom, trials, circumspection, discernment, sacrifice, intuition, divination, prophecy. So, being the Astro-Labe, moving out, coming to an end of a chapter, the Ace of Cups is going to provide a sense of nourishment for a new chapter to be opening, and then the Hangman is this is prophecy. So prophecy, something that you thought was going to happen has happened, or you're going to get the justice from it. So it's all kind of coming together. These all have their meanings, and it is actually quite interesting that I've done this live for the first time, and my cards are referring to my world. And in a weird way, Astro and the towers that we have around us are the world that I live in right now, or by circumstance. And I think that part of me, this room represents a part of me that is about to come to an end. So this all seems good for me right now. We're at 12 minutes, so I'm going to try and do this quickly. So the Ace of Wands being the top deck, and the Ace of Wands usually is a cross, part of the Celtic cross. So I think in this spread, it represents no, anyway. So Ace of Wands being of what is happening, but this is a card that translates into all of these challenges of the world. So the Ace of Wands comes up, and it does show. It says what? So the Ace of Wands is a hand issuing from a hand. Okay, so it. So for that one, it means creation, invention, enterprise, the powers which result in these: principle, beginning, source, birth, family, origin, the beginning of enterprises according to another account, money, fortune, inheritance. It's a very nice card. It's a very good card. It's a card that I think is, whilst this is ending, this is a beginning. This is a chance for me to move into a new world. A whole new world. Exactly like that. So for a first spread, and just reading off what I've been given here, which is what comes with the little thing, that's a good reading. And I've never, it's weird me saying this when I've watched people doing tarot, I'm okay, this is it, this is what you're doing, and so today my tarot has told me that I need to do things today regarding the Astro-Labe. So, I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm divine interventioning myself. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so thanks for watching my weird, wacky world of fate. I am going to do one now quickly with the Astro on a different video. And let's see how he reacts to that. I'm getting hot and sweaty because the sun's coming out again. Alright, toodles.